I'm so excited today about live streaming with Gam. I'm going to get those belly crunches in because you know we're going to be eating lots of company. Oh no, of course we're going to be having just a small amount of company, but I've got my mask anyway. You know what? I've just been thinking, that guy I'm talking about. I've got some sweet turkey breasts and some bread. I can make me a turkey sandwich. You know what? No. I can invite him over. Gam, teach me how to fix Thanksgiving. And belly crunches.
Happy Saturday, and welcome to the Great Age Movement at Home Lab Series in partnership with the Health Museum. And this is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We have a special show for you. We are going to do some belly crunches as we get ready for that big Thanksgiving Day meal. And today, our meal is going to be for two, followed by some leftover dishes. So you'll have to stay tuned after our exercises to see what it's all about. Let's get started. All you need is your body and a chair. And today's exercise is like any, is instructional. It's to add to your arsenal of exercises, but always check with your doctor to make sure you're in good health to perform any of these exercises. And if you feel any pain, please stop. So let's get started. We're sitting in our chair, and you want to be approximately 3 to 4 inches from the back of the chair. And the first of 7 belly crunch exercises is you're going to lean back and raise each knee. So I'm leaning into my chair, engaging my core, keeping it nice and tight, lightly putting my shoulders on the chair, chin up, and you're going to go up on your toes and keep this during the duration of this repetition, okay? Now for those that can't, you can do flat footed. Okay, here we go. So I'm up on my toes, you're going to raise one knee and bring it down. Then you're going to do the other knee while engaging the core the entire time. And we're going to do 10 sets. 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. Feel how tight that's getting here. 4. Inhale. 5. Inhale. 6. Inhale. 7. Inhale. 8. Keep this nice and tight by keeping your back straight and light on the shoulders. 9. And 10. Good job. Now you may have to readjust yourself. If you feel like you're too far from the back or you're not strong enough to pull forward, all you have to do is scoot back just a little bit. Remember, light on the shoulder blades, which is on your back, and then you're going to be up on your toes again. Let's do one more round. 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Landing right back on your toes. Inhale. 4. Inhale. Keep that back straight. 5. Inhale. 6. Inhale. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And inhale. Great job. Now we're going to move on to the second exercise for your abdomen. And this one is a trunk side twist while extending your arms. Let me show you. You're going to place your arms out. Feet are shoulder width apart. And you're going to turn your trunk, which is this part of your body, as you bring your hand to the opposite shoulder. Reach behind you and turn your head with it. We're going to go all the way to the other side, making our abdomen work for us. 2. Nice deep breath. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. Remember, when we talk or count, that's exhale. 5. Inhale. 6. loosening up that spine as we reach. 7, you can always lower your arms if your arms aren't as strong, and you can reach at a diagonal towards the ground. 8. Inhale. 9. Wait, return back to the shoulder height. Inhale. 1 left. 2. Inhale. Excellent job. Now we're getting the body warmed up for that special meal coming your way. We're going to do one more round. Hold your arms out. Bring the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder and reach back while turning your head. So your head follows your arm that's extended behind you. 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. And you control the speed at which you're moving. 6 is over here. Now inhale. 7. Inhale. 8. Inhale. 9. Inhale. And 10. And inhale. Excellent job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some crunches. So imagine like you were laying on the floor, but now we're sitting up. And you're essentially going to place your hands behind your head. And for those that can't place their hands behind their head, just place them on your shoulder. And your goal is to bring your elbow to the opposite knee as you raise your knee. So check this out. 1. Good. 2. You can bring your head into the motion of this. Good. 3. And if it's up here, 4. 5. And as you're crunching, tighten up that 4, nice and tight. 7. Back to a straight back. 8. 9. And 10. And 10. Excellent. The goal is to do 2 sets of each of these exercises. And of course, as you progress, you can do 3 sets. It's up to you. Start with 10, 5. The goal is to keep moving. Okay? We're going to do that one more time. Hands behind your head. Elbow to opposite knee as you raise your knee. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And for those that can't put their hands behind their head, drop it to your shoulder. 7. 8. 2 left. 9. And 10. And 10. Excellent. That's 3 down, 4 to go. The next exercise is you're running in place while sitting, and it's your arms that are doing the work. Slide 1 foot back, the other foot is directly below that knee. Lean forward, tighten your core, and just start moving your arms. 15 seconds. Keep your core nice and tight the whole time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Excellent. Deep breath, blow out. Through your nose, 2 seconds up. Out your mouth. That was the 4th one. So you're leaning forward and running in place. Now we're going to go to sitting at the edge of your chair. Your feet are together. You're holding the corners of your chair. And what I want you to do is you're going to lift your legs and open them. Land on your toes and come back. So your body's rocking into it and keeping your core nice and tight as you're doing this. Just like that. Let's do 10. 4. 5. There you go. Remember, crunch on those abs. 6. 7. 8. Almost there. Now, if you can't quite lift your legs, you can always slide them out and slide them back. But keep your hips flexing back and forth as you're moving. And you'll feel this tightness. So we do 2 sets of those. And then we move to the next exercise. Now we're going to raise our arms as you're still sitting at the edge of the chair. You're going to raise your arms like this, and you're going to raise each knee one at a time and clap underneath that knee like this. Excellent. 3, 3, 4, 4. And each time I'm clapping, I'm tightening even more my abs and crunching down. 6, 6, 7, 7. You got it. 8, 8, 9. Building up my appetite. 9. One more. 10 and 10. I'd also like you to do that twice, and if you're moved to do 3 times, even better. So each of these we're doing 10 reps, the number of times, and then sets would be doing the number of reps twice. Now we're going to move on to another run. So you slide the other foot back. You're going to lean slightly forward by tilting your hips forward and get into the running motion. And for 15 seconds, 1, 2, and keep your core tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, good job. Let's take some deep breaths. We just went through 7 exercises. And now we're just going to do a nice little stretch. You're going to slide your hands down your legs, keep your chin up to your ankles, slide back, reach for the edge of the chair, and lean back, feeling the core tighten. And then again, lower yourself. Feel your legs back up to your knees and grab the back, the bottom of the chair. Again, 3. Deep breath. Let's do 5, 4. Deep breath. Hold the chair as you lean back. And one more. Keeping that chin up. Being thankful that you're able to move. Revitalizing your body. Get the blood flowing. Those are our 7 belly exercises. Strong core, good balance when you're moving around. Stay tuned for our Thanksgiving Day meal for 2 with leftovers. We'll be back in just a second.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us in our kitchen today for our little Thanksgiving feast that we're gonna make.
Yes.
Mini Thanksgiving feast.
Me too.
Now that Fritz and I have our 6-pack, or Whitney and I have our 6-pack going from Fritz's workout,
That's right.
let's get some food cooking.
Let's do it.
Now, I know this year Thanksgiving is gonna look a lot different for most of us, so we're gonna show you how to make an easy, quick meal for 2, and you still get that Thanksgiving feast feel without having to do a full day's worth of work.
Yes.
So let's hop into it. First thing that we're going to do is we are going to make a Thanksgiving dinner for 2, but instead of doing a turkey that takes all day, we're going to use what we like to call a Cornish hen.
Yes.
This is essentially just a smaller breed of chicken. So it still has that familiar Thanksgiving
It looks
turkey
just
shape.
like a turkey,
Yeah.
but it's small. It's so cute.
And we found this in the freezer aisle.
At HEB.
And we let this one defrost for 5 or 6 hours at room temperature.
Room temp.
She's not cold anymore. There's a couple little feathers on here. You just want to pluck that off, clean it, and then we're going to transfer this to our cutting board. While we're doing this, we actually have our oven going at 425 to preheat it.
Yes.
Make sure we wash our hands every time we touch poultry.
Yeah, you don't want to touch wet poultry with dry poultry on your hands. It's transferring bacterial and germs. And you know, in this pandemic, we're trying to prevent all of that from happening.
Yeah. So let me move this little platter out of the way here. As you can see on this cutting board, we just have the turkey. See, I'm already confused with the
It
turkey.
looks like a turkey.
We have the chicken out here. Now,
Now, Alex, explain to me what you're about to do now.
yeah, so the first thing that we want to do whenever we roast any kind of meat, not just chicken, you want to get it as dry as possible. That's going to give us a nice crispy skin and outer layer.
Okay.
So we're just going to get a paper towel and pat this bad boy off.
Perfect. You do both sides, just stir it really well so
Yep.
it feels dry and not so wet.
Yeah, see, so you can see over here now, Whitney, see how the skin has like that more matte texture now?
Yeah.
We want it as dry as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, next thing that we're going to do is we are going to what is called trussing the turkey. So you're going to go from the back end right here. Whitney, we learned this last night when we were doing a run through for this. We couldn't find butcher twine to tie it up.
Oh, but I got crafty with it.
Yeah, this is a great alternative if you don't have that lying around. So on the back cavity right here, we're going to take a knife and very carefully, we're going to cut a hole on the left and the right side and just use our fingers to open it a little bit.
So you're essentially creating a slit that you're going to slide that turkey leg up into because you want it to be compacted as you cook it.
Yeah, and that's going to give us an even cooking and browning on the outside and even cooking temperature on the inside.
Yes.
And it just makes a nice tight little package.
Yes.
Thank you, our little lighting assistant over here. We have to let our mini Thanksgiving dinner shine.
That's right.
So now that we have those two holes back here, see how I cut them like that? Like
Essentially, I have two
yeah.
slits.
So I'm going to take the right drumstick and tuck it into the left slot that we created. So we're going to crisscross it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the left drumstick and I'm going to pop that into
Slippery little sucker.
Yeah. So see, legs crossed, nice and perfect. And then we are going to take our baking dish right here. And you know what? I completely forgot to mention to us. Let me rinse my hands again. We are going to roast some vegetables too at the same time. So we're going to knock out our side dish in one and our main meat.
Yeah, and it's those vegetables and the broth that naturally comes off the chicken. It's going to give it this nice, beautiful, rich flavor.
Yeah, so we just have some chopped celery in here. And then we're going to take some baby red potatoes and onions and just dump those on there too. And then we are going to just do a little bit of oil. We have canola oil here. Canola oil is great for high cooking temperatures.
You can use canola oil, sesame oil, any other kind of oil, vegetable oil.
Rapeseed's a really good one. And you know what your best cooking utensil in the kitchen is?
Butter.
Is your hands. So we're just going to rub the oil.
I thought it was butter.
That too.
According to Baladine.
Oh, thanks, butter.
So we are going to rub those potatoes and get that oil all over. That's going to help make those potatoes nice and crispy as well. And then these are just seasonings that you probably already have laying around in your kitchen. We're going to put a little bit of garlic. A lot of garlic. This
Can't
is
go wrong with too much garlic
some rosemary. And this eliminates your the dishes that you have to clean up afterwards. Of course, some fresh cracked pepper. And then some salt. All right, so now that we have our bed of veggies in there, we're gonna take our hen, I almost called it a turkey again, and we're gonna plop it down right on top, like that, just like you would a real turkey. And then we're gonna take the wings in the front right here and just tuck them in. And Whitney, like I was telling you earlier, we want to create a nice, tight little package.
Yeah.
All right, and
Did
then.
you want to throw your carrots in there too?
Oh yeah, we have some baby carrots in the fridge as well. So why not just toss those in?
The more veggies, the better. Whatever you have available, trust me, it's just going to add more seasoning and more flavor to your little hen.
Yeah, and the great thing about this is that really the only thing that we have to go out and get is the hen. These are
That's
all
right.
vegetables that we already, most of us have in our fridge already.
That's right.
Oil, again, we are going to grease up our chicken hen right here with a little bit of oil. So remember how I told you earlier to dry everything off? The oil now is going to help give the hen an even crispier skin on the outside. So get the hen nice and moist.
Mm-hmm.
I have to rinse my hands off again. It's a little slippery.
It's
And
really
this-
important not to touch your poultry and then touch something else. But naturally, chicken contains a lot of bacteria, so you really want to make sure you're washing your hands as often as you can when handling raw poultry.
And the seasonings, again, that we're using, you can do whatever you want in here. I'm just going to use those same seasonings again and put some garlic on top. You could do Cajun seasoning if you have that lying around. If you like
Oh,
a
that'd be good.
spicy bird.
A little Lowry's seasoning salt, some Creole.
I'm going to put some rosemary on there. Whitney, could you pass me some salt and pepper?
You got it right here.
Oh, there it is. Some more pepper. Whitney, doesn't this look like a mini turkey?
It does.
And this doesn't have to roast all day like
No.
a regular turkey, so you can still watch the football game, the
The Westminster Dog
the
Show.
parade. The dog show is the best one for me. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the salt here, so I'm just going to pour it in here and then sprinkle on top. And then, again, we have that oven going at 425.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a lemon here lying around too. Why not throw some citrus on there and make
Yeah.
it nice and fresh?
Perfect.
This is all just adding flavor and moisture too. We're gonna pop that in the oven at 425 for 30 minutes. And depending on the size of your bird, you just wanna make sure the internal temperature of that is 165 for it to be ready.
Right.
So while that's cooking, Whitney, what do we got over here to go
Okay,
on the
so
side?
that's gonna cook for 30 minutes. And so, for my side, I chose Brussels sprouts. It's full of fiber. We've got our protein. We've got other veggies going on with our carbs and our carrots. So let's get some green veggies. So the Brussels sprouts, you can buy fresh produce, slice it in half, or not really half, but like little quarter slices.
Yeah.
You can add bacon if you want to. We can add some fresh lemon. You can also buy a package of frozen Brussels sprouts if you don't want to deal with the cutting them up yourself if you don't want the fresh ones. Because either way, it's going to turn out fabulous. You're going to drizzle it with a little bit of oil. This is about a half a cup of Brussels sprouts. So I'm only going to use about a teaspoon of oil, just enough to give it a solid coating.
That's gonna get nice and crunchy too.
Yeah, add some bacon bits in there. And of course,
Ooh, bacon. My mouth is watering under my mask right now.
nothing and everything tastes better with bacon, as my son would say.
That's
You're
right.
gonna throw a dash of salt in there. You can use regular salt or sea salt. Sea salt's actually a little bit healthier for you, just fun fact. And some crushed pepper as well, because pepper adds flavor and spice and seasoning. So this takes about 5 minutes to prepare. Your hen takes 30 minutes to cook, and this is going to take 20 minutes to cook. So timing is everything. You want to make sure that everything is able to be pulled out of the oven at the same time, so everything's nice and warm together. So this is pretty much it for our Brussels sprouts. We're going to cook this at 400 for 20 minutes.
All right, let's pop that in
Let's
too.
pop that in
With our bird.
with the bird. Remember, this is TV.
And through the
So,
magic of TV,
magically, 30 minutes has gone by.
so we're gonna check on our bird over here.
Yes.
So let's pull that out. We have a nice little handy kitchen thermometer here to check the temperature. You want to go in at the thickest point of the meat to get the most accurate temperature. So I'm going to go in right at the breast. And we got 165.
That may be hot.
Okay, yeah, that is. So let's bring that out over here.
Ooh.
Now let's see. See, guys, it's a little mini Thanksgiving Day dinner for you and whoever you're spending
And
the
then
holidays
you have your
with.
Brussels sprouts that have also,
See how those potatoes cooked up nice and well with it too, and they're nice and crispy on the outside? Everything was all in one. You don't have a ton of dishes to do for the day.
that's right.
Easy, stress-free. Whitney, this year's been stressful enough already. Why should Thanksgiving be stressful too?
It shouldn't, to answer your question. You want to make it easy, simple, and delicious as possible.
And look at
And
that.
now we're ready for dinner for two.
You know what I also love about these little Cornish hens? If someone likes light meat, dark meat, drumsticks, there's no
Oh, you get both.
fighting over the prime cuts of meat. Everyone gets their own slice of whatever they prefer.
That's right, you get both of everything. Best of both worlds.
Yeah. That looks
Now.
amazing. Great job. What else do we have? What do we have going on the stove back here?
Well, so what do we do after Thanksgiving's over with our leftovers? We have a couple of options. We've decided to do number one, a soup, and number two, a charcuterie board, which is like a cheese plate. And we're going to explain both of those. So everybody has leftover turkey.
Uh-huh.
So you shred it up sometimes. You can stick it in the freezer, save it for later, rainy day, ready for some soup. So this time I decided to make a little bit of soup. And let me show you what I put in it. Now you can use
Yes,
a pot
very
on a
steamy.
stove, or you could use a crock pot, and if your turkey's frozen, throw it all in, let it cook for about 6 hours on low simmer and stem. For time's sake, I went ahead and did it on the stove. Now you can use bone broth, chicken broth of any kind. I have two broths that I use. I use the bone broth. It comes in this little small box.
Okay.
It's 16.9 ounces. I use two of them. Then I had a bag of peas, roast bag of peas in my freezer. So I grabbed that, put the whole thing in there.
So we're also cleaning out the freezer and the pantry at the same time.
That's right. I'm grabbing whatever, whatever I have. I got some lima beans, so put those in there as well. In a full can.
Love
I used
lima
the whole
beans.
can. Lima beans. And then, of course, I added my salt and pepper, garlic powder, whatever seasonings you like.
You know, we had a great idea too. We were just going through the spice cabinet and we found one of these packs of taco seasoning. You could just do the broth and taco seasoning and make a turkey tortilla soup.
Yeah, so then I'm just going to use some of my leftover turkey and throw it in there and let it cook. And then I still have some left over, which Alex is going to demonstrate.
Yeah, and we reheated this turkey leg. I know whenever we reheat a lot of poultry, it tends to get dry if we do it incorrectly. So what we did was we set the oven to 325, and in a baking pan, we put our leftovers in there with about a quarter cup of chicken stock, and then put aluminum foil over the top to kind of create a tent. So while the meat is reheating, it's creating steam in there, so there's continuous moisture for the meat so it doesn't get dried out.
Right.
All right, so we have our soup going on low over there. Now let's make a nice little Thanksgiving leftover charcuterie board. I think this is great to put out. Everyone's putting the tree up and Christmas decorations the day after Thanksgiving. So you can just put this out on the coffee table and decorate and have a nice
Have a
little
snack while you're-
eggnog and a little snack. So I just have a small serving platter board right here that's marble. And I'm gonna lay that out, and we have a nice assortment of soft cheeses, nuts, crackers, fruit.
Whatever you have in
Yeah.
your fridge.
You want a little bit of cheese, you want a little bit of savory, and you want a little bit of sweet. We're
Yeah.
gonna hit all those areas of our taste buds.
Exactly.
So what I like to do is first we have our bowl of nuts and our bowl of cheese. So these are our larger items, so I just want to anchor those on there and kind of build everything else around that. So we just have some nice crackers over here, and we're gonna fan those out around the cheese. And then we have a
And
nice,
if you don't have blackberries, you could use strawberries.
Yeah,
You could
whatever-
use
whatever you
blueberries,
like.
Whatever you have in your fridge.
we have a nice little thing of jam. We'll just plop that on there. And then we're just gonna wanna fill in all these gaps around the bowls that we put up there. and there's no method to it. You just kind of sprinkle it around. So we have some dried apricots there. We
There's
pick
some more
that up.
apricots if you need.
Yeah, sprinkle some blueberries out there on each side.
And a variety of color is always nice, just for presentation purposes.
And then that nice reheated leftover turkey that we had. Then we were just going to fill in that last big empty slot right there.
Turn that sideways so they can see how beautiful that is, Alex.
Yeah. So our end product is going to be a nice little platter of everything that you could ever want.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Ooh, you can even do without the jam, the cranberry sauce afterwards.
Oh,
if you
that's
have
right. The
leftover.
cranberry, everybody's got
I
the cranberry.
love cranberry sauce.
That's a Thanksgiving staple.
So we're just going to get a little bit of our cheese. This is mascarpone, I believe.
But you could use cream cheese, whatever favorite flavor of cheese you have. Feel free to use that. This
Smear
is
a
nothing
little on
set in
there.
stone.
A little piece of turkey, and then you have a nice little
Delicious
leftover cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
And you can just continue out throughout your day, relax, do whatever you need to. All of this is supposed to be low stress, easy for us to do.
Easy peasy. And let's
And how's our
see.
soup looking back here?
The soup is looking fabulous, Alex. I've got my ladle right here.
Oh, it smells so good.
I'm gonna pour a little bit in this bowl and make you be my tester. Get some broth going in there.
Beautiful.
I got you. That soup's down. Let me know what you think.
Let's see. Moment of truth.
Remember, these are just things I grabbed. Nice and easy for my leftovers.
Do we have a regular spoon? Taster spoon? What is it? We have the mini soup ladle.
That's a special ladle. Yeah. Try this
Perfect.
one.
Thank you, Whitney.
Yes.
Here, you can have the cheese and cracker that I made. Let me know
Thank
how
you.
that is.
And this is from our turkey leg.
Oh, I like the peas in there.
Mmm.
So good. And the turkey
That's
really rounds it
delicious.
out. And then we have our Cornish hen for later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so that is how you could do an easy, stress-free Thanksgiving Day meal for you and your friend, or whoever you're spending the holidays with, that you're quarantined with. We just wanted to say thank you. We are thankful for all of you this year. I know it's been a stressful one. We're thankful for all of our viewers and our seniors out there, and also all of our friends over at the Health Museum for allowing us to put these shows on for you every Saturday.
Thank you,
Thank
Alex
you.
and Whitney, for such a fabulous display of food.
Hope you gave you some good ideas, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
And you don't have to skip out on a Thanksgiving Day meal. Make it special for you, for your
Yeah.
loved one, and enjoy it like everyone else. We look forward to seeing you next Saturday. That's November the 28th.
The day, 2
And we
days
have
after
a
Thanksgiving.
Extra special show. We'll be entering a senior community and doing a workout, practicing all the CDC guidelines of social distancing, masks, but still having fun and engaging our seniors. Thank you so much for watching our show. You can always find us on Facebook, The Great Age Movement, also the Health Museum. Please follow us, or you can go to our websites. We look forward to seeing you next week. Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thanksgiving.
Dig in.
Bye-bye.